Hello, my name is Father Jarek Nowacki and I am the pastor at the Assumption Catholic Church here in Roswell. And today with me I have two very important local persons. Probably most of you know them. First, new to me is our Dr. Anna Arnett and also Joanne Palomino. She represents our local Department of Health. So we are together here because we would like to share with you important information, but also we have very important requests.
Okay. So my name is Joanne Palomino. I work for New Mexico Department of Health as a health educator. I cover Chavez, Lincoln, Eddy, and Lee counties. And I'm also an employee of the state of New Mexico. So my job here is to tell you all that this virus is real. And we have to deal with it on a daily basis. And we are in a pandemic at this moment. We are under public health orders, and we have an emergency pandemic at this moment. And we have to follow orders just like anybody else does in our state of New Mexico. If our governor is asking us to stay home, please stay home. If she's asking you to wear your mask, please wear your mask. That is what's going to help you with this virus. This virus is causing a lot of people a lot of illness, starting from headaches, fever, fatigue, sore throat, diarrhea, throwing up. There's other symptoms that go with it. So we're just asking you to please stay home. If only one person needs to go out to get groceries, assign somebody in your family. Our families are very important to us. I know we want to be together for Thanksgiving or other gatherings, but right now we can't. So if you could follow our public health orders, wearing your mask, staying home, and even if you're sick, please stay home. Do not go out in the public, even if you have if you think they're allergies, don't do it. Just make sure for you to take precautions accordingly. I brought a mask in a baggie. I carry all our masks that we have in little baggies. I carry wipes everywhere we go, and also sanitizer. If you're out in the public, please use a wiping to wash your hands. Even when you're taking your mask off, please wipe with the wipey and pull your mask off. We want you to stay safe. So I want to discuss this COVID-19 and the pandemic. It started back in March, and in March we started with 25 cases. We thought this pandemic was going to go away in 2-3 months, but we're here at 8 months. We're still at it. Today we have, in Chavez County, we had 164 cases today. So total in Chavez County, we're up to 3,000, but our whole state is at 77,000. So the virus is real. So please take precautions accordingly. Follow the public health orders as we ask.
My name is Dr. Anna Arnett. I'm a family medicine doctor in Roswell, and currently I'm taking care of several patients that have COVID. This is something I've never done in 20 years of medical practice. This disease affects everyone differently. Some people who are young and healthy are struggling to breathe and feeling afraid. Some people are having fewer symptoms. One thing that's also very interesting about this disease is how many people have no idea how they got it or where they were exposed. To me, that means that it is out there in the community and you can be exposed at any time. Other people are exposed by family members who came to visit them in their home, or from travel. So these are ways that you can be exposed to the virus. So that's why it's important for us to stay home when we can and wear a mask. Also, I think it's very important to know that if you're sick, do not leave your house unless you're going to get tested. Also, if you've been exposed to someone who has the virus, you need to quarantine for 14 days because you can be exposed and develop symptoms up to 14 days later. Since there are so many cases in our county, it's very common to be in contact with someone who has the virus. So please know that if you're in contact, you have to quarantine so that it won't spread. These are important things to know. They're a little confusing to imagine staying home for 14 days when you feel fine. But what I tell everyone when I talk about this virus is this is a time of sacrifice. We're all called to sacrifice. We're all sacrificing. Our kids are sacrificing their friends, their schools, their activities. We are sacrificing being with our families. Some people are sacrificing their health, but we are all called to sacrifice right now. And it's important to know that and to know that's part of what we're doing so that we can all stay safe and get through this pandemic.
So one more time, I am Father Jarek Nowacki from Assumption Catholic Church. A few days ago, one of my parishioners sent me an email. Quarantine is in the Bible, Isaiah 26:20. Go home, my people, and lock your doors. Hide yourselves for a little while until the Lord's anger has passed. Normally, I will agree, but here the Bible is telling about God's anger. And I really don't connect the pandemic with God's anger. I know that God is sad about our world, what is going on right now. Because God is love and is always teaching us about love one another. Be what observe in our world is not love. We observe enormous human egoism, hatred over the other, enormous racism. I can't believe the world is so lost now. And so many people on a daily basis say, God bless you. Believe me, I don't understand why and for what. Because I think that for them these words are empty. But it is true that we need God more than before. We need His blessing and more. I would like to read some words from the Gospel of Luke. As Jesus continued his journey to Jerusalem, he traveled through Samaria and Galilee. As he was entering a village, 10 lepers met him. They stood at a distance from him, and their voices saying, Jesus, Master, have pity on us. And when he saw them, he said, Go, show yourselves to the priests. As they were going, they were cleansed. And one of them, realizing he had been healed, returned, glorifying God in a loud voice. And he fell at the feet of Jesus and thanked him. He was Samaritan. Jesus said in reply, 10 were cleansed, were they not? Where are the other 9? Has none but this foreigner returned to give thanks to God? Then he said to him, Stand up and go. Your faith has saved you. We need faith. When I hear that the church is not essential, I couldn't believe. God healed many, but we need to trust Him and also to remember and understand how God is working. God is not just doing miracles. God is not a magician. but He is sending doctors, nurses, caregivers who would like to help us to be safe, to be healthy. I really would like to ask you, please be smart, prudent, cooperate with others, support each other. If you are asked to wear a mask, please do it. If not for you, do it for me, for your neighbors, for others. If you are asked to stay home, and you could, please stay home. It will be helpful. What is important? I think that during this time we need to be more friendly and love one another. Just together our normal and better life can come back. And please remember Jesus' words, your faith has saved you. I wish you and myself a strong and authentic faith, because only faith and trust in Jesus will help us get through this difficult time. Thank you so much, our guests, for coming and sharing with all of us this important information. And we would like to ask you, please stay healthy. And next week, it's very important, Thanksgiving. Have a blessed, healthy, and wonderful Thanksgiving. May God bless you.